All right, guys, today we are still solving our two-step one variable equations. Only now, if we look at it, we see that we have a negative coefficient. So remember, coefficients are the numbers in front of our variables. So -2 is my coefficient. Up until this point, we've just been looking at positive coefficients. And so we're going to see that this really doesn't change anything. So we're going to use the same thinking that we've been using, and we're going to model it. And we're also going to solve using algebraic thinking. So the first thing I want to model, I see I have -2x's. So this is modeled a little different. Instead of just writing an x, I have a -x, and that negative stays with it. But I have two of them. And then I have a -2, which I can represent with two negatives, negative units. And all of that will equal 4 positives. So again, I'm just going to rewrite this on the algebraic side. So the first thing I need to do is create my zero pairs. So my -2, I need to add a +2, or add two positives to both sides to create that 0. So I add 2 positives to the left of my equation and to the right. And when I simplify it, I'm left with 2 negative x's is equal to a +6. So I'm going to redraw that. So I have a -x, a -x, and it's equal to a +6. So it's the same kind of thinking. I can share these 6 positive units equally with the negative x's. So each one, if you notice, is already grouped. So each negative x will be equal to a +3. And what we did is we just divided by 2 and got that -x was equal to a +3. So 1 negative x equals 3 positives. But I don't want that. I want a positive x, a whole positive x. So I will take the opposite of both sides because I know that the opposite of a negative x is a positive x. And the opposite of a +3 is a -3. So again, I want to plug this in and I want to check my solution. So I'm going to plug in a -3 where x is. So -2 times -3 and then -2. Does that equal 4? Well, I know -2 times -3 makes a +6. -2 will equal a +4. 6 minus 2 is 4, so we have solved it and we have checked it. Okay, and I just want to draw attention right here to this equation, this last part when we get to the multiplicative piece. Had you said -2x was equal to 6, and you know that you're using inverse operations, so you need to divide both sides by -2, you would get the same answer of x is equal to -3. So either way, it works. Just depends on how you want to think about it. All right, guys. Thank you.